President Donald Trump decided to take bold action himself. A lot of the other Republicans in D.C. were kind of waffling back and forth. Oh, I don't know if we want you to take this kind of decisive action. I think we just have to put all this in context. President Donald Trump here is on a mission. He believes he's on a mission from the divine, and I believe he's right. When President Donald Trump took the oath of office as the 47th president, it is important for us to realize we may never see a story this heroic, this unlikely. I mean, of all of the sequencing that needs to take place, I truly believe this is the sovereign hand of God playing out in front of us. Let's replay that powerful moment. One of the most significant, deep, profound in American history. Play cut 37.
As President Trump takes office, school districts around the state are preparing for what they'll do if immigration officers show up at their schools.
I've met with all leaders.
Denver Public Schools Superintendent Alex Marrero is telling principals if a government official...
Okay, that is not what we wanted, but we will cover that story. So I wanted, as it's labeled, cut 37, President Trump being sworn in as president. Do we have that? Okay, maybe I'll just narrate it to you. So as President Trump was being sworn in as the 47th president, surrounded by all the other former presidents, surrounded by his family, tech CEOs that once opposed him, trying to get back in his good graces, he laid out a bold vision to bring this country back to greatness. Let's play cut 22, if that is labeled correctly.
From this day forward, our country will flourish and be respected again all over the world. We will be the envy of every nation, and we will not allow ourselves to be taken advantage of any longer. During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first. We will dream boldly, and nothing will stand in our way because we are Americans. The future is ours, and our golden age has just begun.
This was an intrepid speech. It was daring, valiant, fearless, unafraid, undaunted. What was so striking about it was that President Trump very well could have played it easy. He could have played it safe. But to their faces, he said that all of you are the reason why I have to fix this, and he will. And he is, right now. It is actively being fixed as we are on air right now. President Donald Trump said we are going to end the southern border. And as we go further deep into his speech here, can we just say, this was, I think, the greatest inaugural speech in American history. Certainly of my lifetime. Usually his inaugural speeches are filled with platitudes and abstractions. And doing it right in front of that craven, treasonous, no good, scum of the earth Joe Biden. Near that probably war criminal George W. Bush, that gutless wonder Mike Pence. And the failed Cultural Revolution agent Barack Hussein Obama. He did it in front of all of the nastiness, characters, and creatures of the American political class. Hillary Rodham Clinton. In front of all of them. Called them out and said, times is changing. And in some ways, I think deep down, they know that he's so unshackled because he got shot, because they indicted him. Looking at them closely in the rotunda yesterday, I was staring more, because I've heard President Trump speak a lot, and of course I was enjoying that, but I was staring at Biden, staring at Kamala, staring at Bush, staring at all of them. They felt like losers, because they are. They felt humiliated, and they should be. This inaugural was also a public humiliation ritual for the worst people. He took the architects of America's decades of decline and told them to their faces that their project is finished forever. Play cut 21.
all illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came. And I will send troops to the southern border to repel the disastrous invasion of our country. Under the orders I signed today, we will also be designating the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations.
He just said mass deportations are coming. He said millions and millions of criminal aliens will be returned to their country of origin. No gray area, no room for wiggle. No. Promises made, promises kept. What do you think about that, open border zealot Kamala Harris? What do you think about that, Joe Biden? And every day he will put America first. Play cut 19.
During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first. Our sovereignty will be reclaimed. Our safety will be restored. The scales of justice will be rebalanced. The vicious, violent, and unfair weaponization of the Justice Department and our government will end.
This should not be taken for granted. We got to slow down. We have to slow down right now. We're moving too fast. I know your head is probably spinning. And that's, by the way, that's by design. It is total shock and awe. We got to slow down. Slow down, everybody. This is not normal. Keep this up on screen. Bye. That is President Donald Trump, Melania, Usha, and J.D. Vance. By the way, that should be in the Smithsonian. When they have the Trump Presidential Museum, I want to just give a couple advice. They have to have a whole McDonald's exhibit. They have to have the garbage truck. They have to have a whole display to Butler, Pennsylvania. And that should be in there too. Bye. Thanks for shopping. Thanks for coming. Sending the traitors back to Delaware. For those of you on radio or podcasting, it is all four of them waving simultaneously. By the way, did they stage that of all four of them waving? It's beautiful. It's just, I love that picture. It's goodbye to an old regime. We need to slow down. Things are moving not too fast, but I'm saying as we're trying to analyze this and break this down and do the news, because there's so much breaking news that's happening right now, we have to slow down and just recognize and realize you're living through something so much bigger than yourself. It's a miracle that we survived. And to be honest, as we try to slow this down and process what we're living through, we are the inheritors of a system, a structure. When Madison was asked what was the brilliance of the U.S. Constitution, he said it was the structure. He said it was the deference to the American people. It was the prioritization of the sovereign. And they built in so many fail-safes. The Founding Fathers, they are the ones that gave us this system, and it has been abused and challenged. They've tried to create a super governmental government on top of the three branches of government, the administrative state. But yesterday is evidence that the people actually can take back their homeland. Despite all of the cynicism, oh, Trump can never win, the machines are rigged, there's no way that he can ever do it, they're going to steal it, it's fraudulent. We toned all that out because we felt that that was negative energy, and you can't build anything with negative energy. Now, like, some of those concerns were obviously valid, and we focused a lot on building the best possible operation that we could, and we were very successful in that way. Forget out the vote, ballot chasing. But we believed the framers gave us this system, this structure, for a reason. That the framers, Madison, Hamilton, Jay especially, This is their victory. The founding fathers envisioned what would happen if this country goes off course. Well, they gave us the Electoral College. What would happen if the country starts to go wildly out of control? People need to still elect their leaders. And it shows that if a small group of people can dedicate themselves to righteous and noble causes, that things can improve. Benjamin Franklin was asked at the Constitutional Convention in 1789 in Philadelphia, what type of government have you established? Benjamin Franklin responded in an off-the-cuff remark, we have a republic, if we can keep it. And I am here to tell you that we still have a republic. We are keeping it. As President Donald Trump raises his fist in that image up there, from the fields of Butler with a grazed ear of an assassin's bullet to the raised fist, he is the 47th president. And we still have a republic.